Hello planty peeps and welcome to Nisha's Plants. My name is Kanisha aka Niche. If you've been here before, welcome back. If this is your first time to my channel, mega welcome. So today, as per the title, we'll be repotting some of my plants. Now, I will particularly be repotting some of my wish list plants that I got from Indonesia, and I love them. And I thought I would share this repot with you because you saw, or you may have seen, the unboxing last week. If you've not seen that, go to my channel, you can watch that video. And we'll repot them today. Now, I got these plants just over a week ago, and really I've been rehabbing them, hence why in the plastic pots in water, and they've been in my greenhouse and they've been doing fine. They've been doing really well actually. I believe they're acclimatized and happy, so it's time to repot. I have 3 philodendron, 2 anthurium. Their soil mixture is slightly different because the anthurium needs something a little more aerated. Just to know, I have pre-wet the soil, so it'll probably look a little more darker and a little damper, but once it's together it'll dry pretty quickly. It's not wet, it's just damp. Let's get into it. Now, we do have a few questions from Instagram that I received, so I will answer those as well. Just to know, anthuriums have net pots, so they got airflow. I have put some clay pebbles at the bottom, if you can see that, for basically just to help with drainage. I will start with the philodendron Florida Ghost. Now, you might remember when I unboxed it, it did have a little baby leaf there, but it dropped off, which I expected because of the shipping. That's the soil, which is basically coca coir. Now, we've got a lot of roots, so this could probably sit about, oh, you're pushing your way as to where you want to sit, aren't you? If I do like that, that should be fine. Great. Okay, so let's have a look at these questions. Question number 1, how and when did you get into plants? Oh, okay, so I got into plants towards the end of 2019, but also about November, because my granddad passed away unexpectedly in September. He lived in Jamaica. He had a lot of land and tended to his land with plants, both edible plants and fruit and different things. And I found out what his favorite plant was from my mum, and I planted that plant in my front garden. And then I did the same in finding out what my grandma's favorite plant was, and I've got that plant in my house just there. So in doing that, and looking for my grandparents' favorite plants, I came across other plants, and I came across the Alocasia amazonica, or poly, and I just discovered other alocasias and other philodendrons, and I was like, oh my gosh, that plant's strange but nice, and oh, that's weird, that looks like it's come out of Avatar, but it's real. And that's basically how I got into plants. I guess growing up, I've always been surrounded by plants because my mom had plants in the house. My grandma, also in Jamaica, had plants in Jamaica in the house as well as in the yard and on the land itself. So I guess I've always been surrounded by plants. I've always been surrounded by nature because obviously Jamaica's a tropical island and we have a lot of plants there. When I think about it, when I went back last year, because I was into plants, I was more aware of the plants that I had seen. So in certain parts, there's caladiums that grow out of the ground, like, yes, through the concrete. There's caladiums and syngoniums on the side of the road. I was just like, what? And as you drive along certain roads, more so in the mountains, you'll see huge monstera aura, that is right, with a yellow variegation just on trees, and their leaves are huge. Like, looking up at them, you think the leaves are huge, let alone what it would be like if the leaf was actually in front of me. And on my dad's land, you'll probably see from the picture on Instagram, my dad's got monstera in his garden / land, and they're huge. Like, I could actually curl up and be in the fetal position on this leaf. That's how huge they are. So it allowed me to appreciate Jamaica in another way, and where my family are from in regards to nature and what we have, or they have, surrounding them there. Just patting down the soil a little bit just to get rid of any air bubbles. Just want to make sure everything's here and happy. Second question, what's your job? Okay, so I am a event manager and I'm a freelance tour manager. So as an event manager, I plan events on behalf of a venue. I prepare the building, make sure there's certain things are in place before that production or organisation comes in to put on a show, whether it's a rock and pop show, whether it's an awards show, whether it's a gala dinner, whether it's a charity event. I am their point of contact on behalf of the venue. So that's what I do. I put on events, and I've done a few weddings, and I do a few freelance jobs. And one of those freelance jobs is I freelance as a tour manager. Basically, what I do as an event manager for the venue, I do directly for the artist. I love my job. I never actually realized, I knew the job existed when I was younger, but didn't really think that's a job, if that makes sense. I know it sounds really weird, but I think that's good. Maybe a little bit on the sides just to balance it out. But yeah, you see these things happening, you see concerts and festivals, and you think, oh, you know, someone's making it happen, but don't maybe not realize that it's actually a full-time job. So yeah, that's what I do. I love my job. I love the people that I work with. I love that I've been able to travel with my work. I want to do more freelance things, still both event managing and tour managing, because they're both a strong passion of mine. And music speaks to the heart, it speaks to the mind, it changes the atmosphere, it brings about joy, it can bring about sadness, it is very emotive. So music is powerful, and I love music. So yeah, that's my job, that's what I do. I'm kind of flying through these. There's not a lot of questions, by the way. The other question, do you have any other hobbies non-plant? Okay, so all right, philodendron Florida Ghost done. I'm actually quite happy with that. I think it's in a good position, looks great. This one will flower that way, and yeah, nice. All right, we're going to do gloriosum. We will put it in this pot and put it towards the corner so that it grows, it can crawl along that way. Again, we will see where it comes to. I'm just wondering what's the best positioning, because I want you to crawl really. Yeah, I think I'll put you like that, and then you'll just come that way. So I think I'll put you like this. I'll do it like, I don't want it to be too high. I'll probably place it there. Okay. All right. There. That looks good. Sorry, this is kind of needs my focus. And then we put on the other side. I want it more coca-cola, if that makes sense. All right. So we'll put up behind it so it's actually got support. That, yeah, kind of, yeah, and that can sit like, that. Okay, we're not going to do it too high, I don't think. And I'm just kind of throwing it outside of the pot, but I want it to level out a bit. There we go. Yeah, see, it sits like that. I think that's better. Back to the question. So what was the question? Do you have any other hobbies non-plant? To be honest, before I got into plants, I didn't really feel like I had a hobby, if I'm totally honest. I enjoy reading, but a lot of the time I don't really read novels. It's more so educational material. Yeah, but I do enjoy reading. I need to get back to working out. That is something I did enjoy, and I guess I could call it a hobby, but I felt like it was something that I needed to do because I just, in regards to the health of my body and my mind, and just releasing energy and just being a great way to start my day. My hobby, apart from plants, is working out and reading. That is my hobby. There we go. See, I think it's got enough support, right? Yeah, look at it. It's moving a bit, but it's not crazy. Yeah, I think that's good. There we go, gloriosum's all potted up. All right, the next one is the Dean McDowell. Oh, my favorite. The Dean McDowell I'm actually gonna put in a orchid pot. It is clean, I've watched it, I used it before, but it is clean. And yeah, I'm just really happy with the roots. Like, got like little buds of others, which I feel like other roots are coming through, so it's happy. So I will put soil in first, but I'm just seeing where I'm going to position it, which I think that sort of position will do well. I don't think it needs to be too deep in the soil. We've got another root coming out in there, I don't think, but yeah, okay. Another question, most underrated plant. I would say the aloe vera. I feel like the aloe vera is the most underrated plant because you can have it in your bathroom, you can have it in your kitchen. It's all right with the humidity, it likes it. You can just have it to be decorative, but it's amazing if you juice it. It's great for your digestive system. If you just cut it open and put the gel on any burns, bites, cuts, it's good. I also use it to moisturize my hair, and it's so moisturizing. It's great. So yeah, it's that I would say is the most underrated plant because it's amazing for so many things. And the last question is rooting in perlite. Sorry. Okay, so I have rooted in a few plants in perlite actually. I've got 3 Pt.1 cuttings currently in perlite. One is actually just a piece of a stem, the others actually have leaves on them. They've each got 1 leaf and they are rooting in perlite. They've got roots, they're doing their thing. I'm just leaving them to get a bit, basically to grow a bit more, root a bit more, and then I will be potting them up / selling them because I've got Pt.1 perlite anyway. Rooting perlite really works. I literally put them in perlite and within 2 weeks I had roots. I was like, whoa, oh okay, nice. I've also rooted my philodendron, I think it's red emerald. I actually got it from Jamaica, from family friend's garden, and propagated it, and that piece is doing well. It's got roots. I'm leaving it a bit more because I could pot it now, but I'm just being a bit lazy. Leave it a bit more so it can get crazy roots, and then we'll pot it up. But yeah, and I've also, what else do I have in perlite? Oh, I got a propagation piece of my philodendron hestatum silver sword, and that's given me 2 new leaves. It's already got a 3rd on the way. I've not checked the roots recently, but that was doing really well. Perlite propagating, literally just cut the piece that you want to propagate, let the end callus over it a little bit, get some perlite, soak it in water for a bit. You don't even have to really soak it in water. I did for most of them, but the most recent ones, like the Pt.1 cuttings, I just had the perlite, put it in, put the water in it, and kind of water it like usual until it evaporates away, or the roots drink it up, and then again water it, and it does really well. And within 2 weeks, for me anyway, within my climate or house conditions, I get roots forming. Yeah, so perlite propagation, the way to go. This is getting, oh, you got dirt on you. All right, you know, I calculated this pretty well, considering that's what I've got left. I eyed it up well. So we're just gonna finish up the top because we've got some roots there and they obviously want to grow. A few sprinkles of orchid bark, and I think we should be good. Oh guys, thanks for being here with me. I appreciate you, I really do. Like seriously, I really do. And I'll share a little something with you. Over the last, 2 videos, because I've only got 2, a lot of people have actually said that they find my voice quite relaxing, calming, soothing, and they wondered if it was strange. It's not strange. I've had a lot of people tell me that. In my job, when I've had to do security or health and safety briefings, and after the briefings, people come up to me, both male and female, and say, you have such a presenter voice, your voice is so relaxing and calm, it's this and that. So you're not the first, and you probably won't be the last. And I initially thought, oh, maybe it's just them. But it seems to be a thing. So I'm glad that even if you're not interested in plants, great if you are, that if just listening to my voice helps to relax you, to calm you, to wind down, that's amazing. And I love that. I actually love that. So yeah, it's not weird. I'm glad that I can help in a non-traditional way. All right, give it a bit of freedom because we don't want it to be too compact, but yeah, there we go.